Oh my god, my dog's a digger, 7 annoying reasons, and how to fix it fast. Flower beds looking like a war zone. Tired of muddy paw prints everywhere? Don't worry, pup parents. We've got the reasons behind it and the secrets to stop your dog's digging disaster. Digging, it's not just a hobby, it's a dog thing. Turns out, burying treasures, or maybe just socks, is as natural to pups as barking or sniffing. But fear not, possum pet parents. We'll dig into the reasons behind the digging and sniff out some solutions. 1. Predatory instincts. Even the laziest pups have a hidden hunter inside. That's why they love squeaky toys and chasing squirrels. In the yard, your pup might hear or smell underground critters like a tiny spy on a mission. Especially terriers, bred to hunt, might dig to catch those mystery animals. 2. Storing food and objects. Ever wonder why your pup turns into a secret agent burying their favorite toys? It's a doggy treasure chest instinct. They just gotta hide their most prized possessions like that slobbering nylabone for safekeeping. 3. Temperature regulation. Feeling the heat. Your pup might too, just like seeking shade, digging for cool dirt can be a doggy way to beat the heat. Especially breeds built for colder climates, like huskies or malamutes, might become earth divers to find their own personal air conditioning. 4. Stress and anxiety. Feeling overwhelmed. Your pup might too. Sometimes digging can be a way for stressed pups to blow off steam. Think of it like a doggy stress reliever, even if the scary thing squirrel, mailman, isn't actually that scary. 5. Enjoyment. Born to dig, bred to play. Let's face it, digging is kind of a doggy pastime. Some pups are just more enthusiastic about it than others. And while they might unearth the occasional surprise like last week's buried bone, it's all part of their natural play behavior. 6. Boredom. No one likes to be bored, not even pups. If your dog is left outside for long stretches with nothing to do, digging can become their way of creating some fun. Think of it like their own personal backyard game. 7. Trying to escape. Sometimes, digging becomes a doggy jailbreak attempt, especially if your pup is trying to climb the fence line. Now, this could be a romantic quest for a furry soulmate. Cue the dramatic music. But more often, fence line digging is a sign of separation anxiety. If your pup is left alone for long periods, they might get stressed and try to dig their way out. Remember, dogs are social creatures who crave company. How to stop your dog's digging. Alright, so digging is kind of a doggy birth, right? We can't erase instinct completely, but fear not, possum pet parents. Trainers agree, we can give them better things to dig in and address the root of the problem. Let's sniff out some solutions. 1. Focusing on the sandbox solution. Calling all champion sniffers and terrier tornadoes. Is your pup a master excavator, unearthing every hidden critter or sock in the yard? Breeds like Jack Russells and Dachshunds were practically born to dig, but fear not, possum pet parents. We've got a solution to unleash their inner archaeologist without turning your yard into a war zone. Let's transform a corner of your yard into a digging paradise. Imagine a personal doggy sandbox, a designated zone filled with sand or dirt, just waiting for your pup to explore their digging dreams. It's the perfect outlet for their instincts, keeps your flower beds safe, and becomes a fun space for burying hidden toys that you'll actually be able to find. 2. Turning your yard into Fort Knox. Maybe your pup's a master detective, sniffing out every tiny critter in the yard. While some backyard visitors are welcome, those pesky burrowers can be a digging trigger for our furry friends. So, how do we make your yard less like a rodent resort and more like a possum paradise? Step 1. Plant power. Forget fences, think fragrance. Certain plants like mint, basil, and thyme naturally repel rodents with their strong smells. They're also beautiful additions to any yard and maybe even inspire some yummy doggy treats with your supervision, of course. Step 2, mulch matters. Skip the dirt mulch. It's like a comfy rodent condo. Opt for other materials that make burrowing difficult, like shredded bark or wood chips. Step 3, repellents. Solar-powered rodent repellents can be a solution, but be cautious. Some frequencies might bother your pup too. Talk to your vet or a pest control specialist for options that are safe and effective for both your dog and your garden. Three, provide shade. Is your pup a sun lounger who unexpectedly becomes an excavator? Maybe they're not digging for treasure, but for a cool escape from the heat. Here's the solution. Transform your yard into a shady oasis. Beat the heat with shade. Provide a comfortable, shaded spot for your pup to relax. Think umbrellas, awnings, or even a pop-up tent made for pets. This cool haven will give them a much-needed break from the sun and hopefully keep them from turning your flower bed into a personal swimming pool filled with dirt. 4. Interactive play. Instead of digging for buried treasure, why not create some above-ground fun? Hide treats or toys around the yard and let your pup unleash their inner detective with a game of sniff and seek. It'll satisfy their curious nose and love of exploration, all without turning your flower bed into a war zone. 5. Structured schedule and exercise. We all know a tired pup is a good pup, especially when it comes to digging. Regular walks, playtime with interactive toys, and fun games like fetch or frisbee are all fantastic ways to burn off your dog's energy. Think of it like a doggy workout session. A well-exercised pup is less likely to be looking for entertainment by rearranging your flower bed. 6. Minimize alone time. If work keeps you away for a while, don't fret. Find a furry friend for your pup with doggy daycare, or have someone like a pet sitter check in on them to break up those long hours alone. A bored pup is a digging pup, so keeping them company is key. 7. Securing the perimeter. Is your pup a fence jumping champion? Turn your yard into Fort Fun, not Fort Escape? Inspect your fence for weaknesses, bury wire mesh underground to block diggers, and make sure it's high enough to keep your jumper contained. A secure fence equals happy pup and happy you. 8. Crate training. Crate training can be a comfy doggy den when you're not around. But remember, crates are happy places, not doggy jails. Make sure crate training is all about positive vibes. 9. Desensitization and counter-conditioning. Sometimes pups just don't like being alone. A certified animal behaviorist can help. They'll create a plan to make your pup feel comfy when you're out. It might involve getting them used to being alone for short periods, like practicing bye-bye time and pairing that with yummy treats or fun toys. This way, alone time becomes a positive experience. What are your go-to methods for keeping your dog preventing digging? Comment below and share your tips.